That's an absolute no-go. We are not putting the boat on that thing tonight. The weather report looks absolutely terrible. Give it a crack, even just for an hour or two. I've never been completely comfortable with the security of my trailer, intently listening for any issues. I just pulled over, not quite to the boat ramp, but the windscreen nearly came off its bracket. Always got to carry a toolkit with you. Inevitably, something will go wrong. All fixed. It was a windy Sunday morning, so I canvassed the harbour bays until I found a sheltered beach away from gusts and swells. There's nothing for it but to have a frosty. The water temperature in Sydney Harbour has reached a swimmable 21 degrees, the optimal climate to entice our friendly bull sharks to migrate south after their winter sojourn to the far north of Australia. The bay was seething with familiar charter boats. Just off the beach arrived Sea Monkey, a 43-foot catamaran that seems to be doing a roaring trade this summer. The ice cream kid, but I saw him put the boat in at Roseville.
That's why I came out. I thought, you know what?
The weather...
No, look at the day, mate.
Yeah.
You get a nice spot like this.
Since I got here, the sun's just come out and more boats. What a legend. That guy's name is Brett. Add him on Instagram. Saleable catamarans are a vessel of choice for many charter companies. The twin hulls and wide beam make for a comfortable ride, and low horsepower engines means fuel costs can be kept to a minimum. I passed by the mobile floating bar known as The Island, though on this overcast day, numbers were slight. There's something about this day that I'm yet to share with you. This morning, when splashing the boat into the water, I spotted a crack in the trailer. In regular Sammy fashion, I continued on with the fun, hoping that perhaps the breakage might fix itself in my absence. So I just walked back and had a proper look at that trailer, and that's an absolute no-go. We are not putting the boat on that thing tonight and driving it home. What am I going to do? So I'm going to leave the boat here at Roseville Marina for the night, try and get a lift back around and deal with the trailer whilst the boat's not on it, you know. Easier to weld when there's not a boat sitting on it. So this is going to be the boat's home for the night. I met the owner, Michael. Lucky he was here on a Sunday afternoon. He's trying to charge me 120 bucks overnight, spotting me yard. So anyway, 80 bucks for the night. My plan was to hail a passing boat for a lift back to the car and trailer. I made a call to my mechanic, Paul, to see if he could help. Thornley Car Service Centre. He might do a weld patch job for me tonight. Well, as always, that's boating. Adam would say, don't talk with your mouth full, Sam. Fuck that guy. So here's me, and there's where I need to be. I'd swim it, but bull sharks. No, it's coming. Oh, it's fucking raining. Uber time.
Due to adult language, the white description is a bite.
This weather's just fucking lovely. You just never know, right? You never know. That's boating. 2 hours ago, I was sitting in the sun, sipping beers at the bay at Mosman now. All these suckers in their fucking Porsche 4-wheel drives leaving the marina. Oh no, don't worry about offering Uncle Sammy a fucking lift. Here's one now. Yeah. So I've got Apposita, the Uber driver. She's probably just gonna drive right past me like, oh, I can't pick up that guy, he's too wet, man. Apposita.
Yes, Sam.
I'm Sam. You're coming from Jungle of Concrete,
Yes.
where you live normally. Apposita, I'm a YouTuber. And I've been making a video about
I do
my
YouTube
whole day.
too.
Yeah, you do?
I do.
Can I film?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. You've got a mask on, so no one can see you. I'll give you 4 stars.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Say something sweet, okay? Illegal stuff, but it's okay. Because it's unbroken line here.
Apposita, you're a badass.
I know. I know that. I know that.
Apposita's breaking the law.
Okay, take my phone number
Yeah.
and send me the video.
So that's where you picked me up from, all the way over there. Bye! With the boat now secure, I felt confident to gently drive the busted trailer all the way to the mechanic. Sunday afternoon, sure enough, my mechanic is on the beer. Look, it's 6:30 on a Sunday night, but here we are. With some daylight left, it didn't take long for Paul to find me an after-hours welder. 7:20 p.m, we're at the welders. No need for PPE here in Normanhurst. Where's my sunny? A quick grind of the rust spot and the MIG weld was completed. disheveled and wet, I headed home for the night. I don't even know where to start. I believe the trailer wheel is not meant to be able to do this. Even though the welding got done last night, I woke to a brand new problem, a very sick wheel bearing. Long story short, she's off. Fucking hands. For fuck's sake, the rich tapestry of life, eh? I know fiberglass, I don't know fucking mechanics. It's really doing my head in. Not happy, Jan. We're in the car, the wheel and the wheel bearing is in the back of the tray, and we're heading to Paul's mechanic. I have to get this done right because old mate Uncle Michael at Roseville Marina, where the boat is sitting, out in the sun, out in the rain, for $80 a night. Every day longer it takes me to get the trailer back on the road is, you know, a day longer that the boat has to sit there. Public service announcement, all of this is my own doing. Long story short, if you haven't already worked it out, people, the trailer's fucked. I don't have the tools or the know-how to get the thing off the thing. I brought the cones.
Christ, how dry are they? Yeah, they're supposed to be full of grease.
I'm glad I decided not to take the Jarvis Bay last week. At this point, I feel it poignant to mention that Paul has been looking after my silly vehicles since I was 16 years old. His patience for my mechanical deficiencies is legendary. I have no natural inkling towards mechanical at all. I can tell. Makes me think the other one will be shot as well. Fucking. So I'm back on the road. I left one wheel at Paul's warehouse, and he's lent me his big bloody tool thing. So I figure if one bearing's gone, then the other one's probably shot as well. Now the other wheel should come off. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, so mysteriously, this one looks like it's in really good nick. Paul says it's time for me to learn, so I'm getting my hands dirty. I did it. Last one out.
First one in, last one out the club.
There's the old broken ones.
Bursting in, passing out in the club.
This is what I have to put in that.
So you keep that. Go for it.
That's like so funny. Look in the background. There's a sign I did for Paul when he started his business here years ago. Drive through Regos. It got him a lot of business initially. He has given me all this stuff. Angle grinder, circular saw. My day is looking up. Okay, I'm a greasy mess, but I've got my bearing sorted. I'm going home to install it myself. I think this has got me beat. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I've got one wheel back on, but the other one, she ain't sitting right. I'm gonna have to go to the auto store and hunt around for the right gauge screw, because the one I've got, I mean, it is the right one, but I think it's bent. All right, I'm gonna fucking call it early and cop another $80 overnight parking fee at Roseville Marina, but we'll continue this in the morning. Okay, day 3 of the trailer saga. She's on the back. I've got both the wheels lined up perfectly, straight as a roundabout, and I'm finally heading to Roseville Bridge to pick up the boat. But, as always, that's boating. I'm greasy as shit, filthy. You know what would really top this whole thing off? A swim down there near the boat ramp, but not too close to the boat ramp, because in 1963, a famous Australian actress got humped. God rest her soul. Bull sharks, I tell ya. I got lift. Quick. We're on. Yeah. 50, 100, 120, 140, 160. Don't ever say I'm not a gentleman. I could just bail. I'll do. Yeah, I could have just nicked off and not paid him. But then you're that guy that doesn't pay his bills, and that will stick with you forever. And she's back on the trailer. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this shit show.